Hello and welcome back. We are in a second video playthrough of a game called Kaiju Defense. So I'm just gonna start playing. Situation is I have a Monster X moving toward the Spain and I have a Gigan moving who knows where. So let's just start going through the turns and we'll see how it's gonna end. So I'm drawing my Kaiju Crisis event card. We have an event called Europe under risk of Kaiju. Political event, we lose one UN member. So it goes in the supply. I will keep them here. We have a sighting in area 6, which is Europe, and we already have a sighting there, so this will get pushed. Let's see toward which city. Oh, it's actually 6, so it's gonna go away. That's a stroke of luck. And we have a red event, skip project phase this turn. I have nothing in project, so I don't have to roll for this. Okay, UN resolution, only 2 members there, so there's not a good chance I can get any resources, sadly. Higher, well, I will get resources, just it's not gonna be, well, actually this works rather well. So 10 is higher than 2, lower number, I do get 4 resources, but I need to watch out for the UN members. As I said, one of the losing condition is if I don't have any at the beginning of my turn, so I will have to do probably some political agitation this turn. Production, nothing, all the production is closed. Nothing in the research phase, yeah, we don't have any research. No units to recover and nothing in the transit, so right into my turn. So I need to do something about Monster X. Problem is I don't have any units in Europe. I could evacuate Madrid, but that's gonna cost me 3 resources because Madrid is a big city. Or I could put some units into transit over the Europe and hope that Monster X will not move in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, by the way, during the production phase, I mean research phase, although I don't have any research, I do get a new card in my research. So let's see, naval responder can be researched. And by the way, let's talk about a bit these cards, because I skipped to do that in the previous video. So there's a name of the card, nation where it can be produced, so every nation can produce this. Some of these must be produced in the correct national production. So for instance, Mecha Godzilla can be only produced in Japan, or this Project Bastion can only be produced in Russia, or Super X only in Japan. So, but that's noted on the card. You also, how much resources you have to pay to start research, how much time it will take, so research time, and here we can actually see which level kaijus they can fight here. So 2 to 4. This is probability to hit, actually probability to miss, because the higher it is, the you're gonna probably miss. Combat endurance, so if kaiju rolls higher than this, it will be destroyed. And recovery, these do not have recovery, these are like standard units. Special units do have recovery, and special units have a little star under their name, and they are announced on the card. Alright, so my actions. I have 4 resources, which is good, so I will move something to Europe. I think I'm gonna move US Navy toward Europe. It's gonna cost me 2 resources. And I'm gonna move strategic bombers from Russia to China. That's gonna cost me 1 resource. For this, I'm gonna do political agitation. So try to get UN members. So I need higher than 2. 3, okay. I got this member back. So So if it's his supply, you're gonna take him from supply. If not, you're gonna take him from the track. Yeah, I have one resource. I think I'm gonna use one resource to try to attack Gigan with my Japan self-defense force. So let's spend that too. Now let's fight a Gigan. Alright, so I needed 4 or more, so they missed. Gigan hit with a 6 and they durability is 1, so they are damaged. They go to recovery. Didn't manage to stop the Gigan. Yeah, I need some serious units here, and I need to build, but my productions are shut down, so there's a problem there. Alright, so that's basically end of my turn. We go to the next one. Nothing for cleanup, so let's just draw a card and continue. Reconstruction program, +3 resources. Ooh, this is good. I'm gonna have lots of resources this turn. Kaiju event, moving in area 3 and 4 and 5. So this will move, and then here, where is the area 5? Area 5 is China. So if you have a movement in area where there is no kaijus, you're gonna put the kaiju there. So just really important. Alright, so Gigan's gonna move. Let's see where. He's moving toward Ryukyu Islands. And here we're gonna just have a reveal kaiju. It's a Kumonga. Alright. UN resolution. Let's get some resources. So 6 higher than this. Lower number is 1, so I get 1 more resource. So I have 4. No production, no research. I do have 1 unit in recovery that I can try to recover for free. I need more than 2. They are recovered. And I do have 2 units in logistics. So here from USA to Europe I need more than 3. And by the way, I do have a UN Secretary General gives me +1 DRM for this logistics. So this is actually 2, but not enough. So UN's Navy is still traveling toward Europe. Let's see the strategic bombers. Yeah, they get to China. Alright. And from China I can move them to Europe. So we'll see. Maybe I catch up this Monster X, which I will do this turn because no more phases. So action phase for me. So yeah, let's move strategic bombers since they are now in China. Let's transit them to Europe. It's gonna cost me 2 resources, but maybe they're gonna catch up Monster X. I'm not gonna evacuate Madrid. And I have 2 more resources. Well, can I build anything? Yeah, this is all expensive. No, I have to deal with these kaijus first. Alright, Japan Defense Force. I'm gonna spend a resource so they can attack. Now let's check it out. So they need at least 4, 5 or 6. No, they are unsuccessful. Gigan hits them back and they are in recovery again. Damn. And here I will use Chinese army to try to stop Kumonga. That's another resource. Now keep in mind I could recover this, but it will still be flipped like 90 degrees because it's already fought, so it can't be. So I'm just gonna put it in recovery like this. I'm gonna wait automatic recovery. Okay, let's see the Chinese army. They need 5 or 6 to stop Kumonga. They don't get it. Kumonga hits with 5, then durability is 3, so they are in recovery also. And I forgot to spend the resource for that. So no luck. And I already have 3 out of 5 monsters on the map, so keep in mind that's one of the losing conditions too. Alright, cleanup phase. This will straighten up basically. I will draw a card. So coup in South America. Another UN member gone. And movement all areas. Oh, that's not good. Oh, did I play this wrong? I shouldn't have Kumonga here. Sorry about that. Happens when you play the game for the first time. Only on sightings, not it doesn't work like moving in area. If there is a movement, they don't show up. So Kumonga wouldn't be here actually, which means I would have one resource back. So all areas gonna move. Well, let's start from here. This will move into Spain. So he will damage the Madrid. That's a 3-level town, which means crisis is gonna rise by 3. And then this monster is gonna go off the map, but we will get our random sighting. So let's see where. On 5. That's China. And Gigan is also gonna move to Ryukyu Islands, and that's another moment of crisis, but only 1, and that's gonna be damaged. And I think Gigan have a special ability. After Gigan finishes his attack on a city, if Megalon is not already on a strategic map, place Megalon on a random sighting spot. So he will go away, which is basically always a random sighting. On 3. That's Japan. And then also Megalon's gonna show up on some random sighting spot. On 3. So this will be pushed basically by the Megalon. I need to find the Megalon. Here it is. I need to find him in the cup. Now let me see where the sighting is going to be pushed. 5. 5 out of the map. Okay, that's actually good. Alright, so I have one uncovered, revealed kaiju there and one site here. Alright, red event. If possible, place a red cube on a Brasilia city in South America and increase crisis by +2. It is possible, so let's see what will happen. More than 3. It doesn't happen, lucky me. So 2 damaged cities in Japan. As I said, Japan's always get hit the most. Alright, let's check for the money in the UN. 7 is more than 2. Lower dice, get 1 resource. No production, no research. Recovery, there is 1 unit in recovery. It is recovered. And there is 1 unit in logistic. I do have a +1 for this logistic. So 4 + 1 is 5. US Navy came to Europe. So at least Europe is now safe. I have a US Navy there. I have a US Air Force in South America. The problem is Japan. I don't have any productions there, and Japan self-defense forces are not up to the task. I need to build some. I need to research something, and I think I'm gonna do that during this turn. And then I'm gonna have to start up one of these productions. So I'm thinking something that's gonna produce really fast. Maybe these assault chopters. Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 resources. Bam. And I'm gonna start production on the, that's RT2. So in two turns they're gonna be produced. Although I can, if I want to speed up production, scrap one of these projects. So I'm gonna scrap the naval responder, so it's out of the game. And this will push this once. You can only do this once per turn. You can scrap 1. This will be filled in during next research phase. And that's all I can do for now. Let's go to the next turn. Russia presides over UN. Okay, so Russia is now there. No event for this week. Oh, red event. -2 UN members. Ooh, this could... Well, it's not gonna cause endgame right now, because if at the beginning of the turn you don't have any UN members, that would be endgame. But if this happens next turn and I don't have any UN members, let's hope I don't roll 5 or 6. Okay, I'm fine. All right, money in the UN. I get 2 resources. Production, nothing. Research, we do have. It's gonna move 1, and that's on 0. So we have researched assault helicopters. All right, and let me see. Oh yeah, we have a unit in the transit logistics, so let's do that. 6 + 1, more than enough. So we have a strategic bombers in Europe also. So Europe is now covered, but sadly too late. Madrid already was destroyed. All right, what I'm thinking to do is to do a political agitation, so more than 2. All right, I get a new member, and then invest into production. That's cost 2 resources. I'm going to activate Japan's production, and sadly I don't have any more money to start producing something, but next time we'll see how that's going to go. All right, that's the end of my turn. Hungary and China. We get the new UN Secretary. China. Movement in Area 1. Nothing there. And Area 3 and 4. We do have a Megalon, so he's gonna move. Let's see. He's gonna move toward Sapporo. Yeah. And it's already damaged, so if he moves again, it's gonna be devastated. We need to stop that Megalon. All right, production, nothing. Research, nothing. Recovery, nothing. Non-logistics, so back to my action phase. Oh, wait. I still have to do red event and other stuff. If there is at least 1 damaged city in China. Nope, so I don't have to roll for this. I forgot my money. Let's go. Okay, doubles, that's just 2 resources. Problem is my Air Force is now locked in South America. I cannot bring it back. Maybe I should have send them to Japan. All right, I'm gonna spend 1 resource in production. I'm gonna try to produce Maser tank. So this is how it works. I need to roll more than 2. 6, so it's in the production. And check this out, it has a P +1 bonus, so it's gonna move 1 more space forward. All right. So it's starting to produce. And for my last resource, I'm gonna use my Japan Defense Force to attack Megalon again. I need 4 and above. No, but he didn't destroy them, so they're just exhausted. Damn. All right. Cleanup phase, the unexhaust, and that's all. Go to the next turn. Assassination plot averted. Political event +1 member, so we get this guy. Kaiju event, random sighting in some random area. And it's, of course, it's Japan. Yeah. We have red event, remove current UN Secretary General if I roll 5 or 6. Yeah, they assassinated him. Chinese secretary. Alright, money. 6 more than this, a lower die, I get only 2 resources. Production, we do have a 1 unit in production, so it's gonna happen automatically. More than 3, 4, it moves, and it moves again because of the bonus. No research, nothing to recover, nothing in transit, so my turn. Alright. Well, I'm gonna spend 1 resource to produce. And you can do this twice, but must be different lines. Right now I only have 1 line, so I can do it only once. 6, okay, let's go to 3, production, it's produced. So now in Japan I also have Maser tanks, which I will deploy. And let's see. Well, they're kind of the same. But now I can attack twice at least. Well, if I had the resources. So I'm gonna spend 1 resource, I'm gonna use my Japan Defense Force. And they fail and they are hit. Maser tanks, I don't have many to attack with a Maser tank. Alright, clean up phase, it's gonna straighten up. And go to the next turn. And we have a major crisis, Violante. Alright, so time for me to explain this major crisis card. They're not finished, they should be here like check the rulebook section, blah blah blah, but I know where to look for, so we're gonna resolve that. Basically, when you draw these cards, you go to the rulebook and there are special event you have to set up and do. So this card stays in play, so have I'm gonna put it here. And Violante is put in the section 3-4 Japan on the Ryukyu Islands. This is where Violante is going to be. Now let me see what it says about this. He has the same, basically he has the same effect like a devastation. So Ryukyu Islands are devastated. So I can remove this. They are devastated, basically, for the purpose of as the Violante is in play. So that's why I have to rise crisis. It says by 2, so it goes to 10. So I cannot attack Violante by my units. I can destroy him by nuclear weapons if I have any. He doesn't move, but any Kaiju that enters his field, he's gonna fight him. And if Violante wins that fight, the losing Kaiju is removed from the game, so he just kills them. Even if it's even it's a stalemate, because fight can be actually stalemate, they can have same the strength. Oh no, actually it says if Violante is lose the fight or is a stalemate, he is actually removed from the game. And then we lower the crisis by -2 and place the black devastation token on that part because it's devastated for sure. Alright, once the Violante is out of the game, the card is also out of the game, which means I will shuffle this discard pile and draw random 4 and put it on top of the deck when that happens. Right now setup is done and I continue drawing my event card. That's how these major crises work. So I have a crisis in Japan. Turn of Japan production. Okay, at least they produce something. Of course it's crisis in Japan. There's a Megalon going to devastate Sapporo. Violante is already destroyed the Ryukyu Islands. He just grown up there. Random movement. Let's see where. 6, nothing there, so we are fine. And red event, if Mecha Godzilla special unit is in the game, it is not. It's still not, because it's not produced, not researched, so still not in the game. So I don't have to roll for this. Roll for that. Alright. UN members, give me some money, please. 3 resources, okay. No production, no research, recovery. I do have a... Okay, they are recovered. JFD forces are recovered. And no logistics, so back to my actions. Alright, I have 3 resources. I can stop a Megalon, I think. Oh, I forgot to draw cards during my production phase to refill this. Let me see, everything is costly. G Army is a good. Cadmium missiles. But G Army can only attack Kaijus level 2 to 3. Cadmium missiles can be level 2 to 4. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna spend resource and I will attack Megalon with my Japan self-defense force first. Come on, guys. No, and they get damaged again. Alright, I'm gonna use Maser tank. So another resource. I need 4, 5 or 6. No. But he doesn't destroy the Maser tank, he's just exhausted. I have 1 resource left, I'm gonna keep it for the next turn. Biolante can actually kill this if it moves there, so that's good news. Alright, that's it. Unexhaust this, unexhaust this. And let's do 1 more turn. Large scale financial fraud. New UN secretary is from Japan. Kaiju event, random and area 3 and 4. Okay, let's see the random movement first. Random movement is in 5. That's China. So this I think will move. 5, there is no 5, so it moves away. Lucky me. But there is a movement on 3 and 5, so Megalon will move toward the city, and I need to check where this thing's gonna move. Although doesn't really matter. Here's the thing: if this was revealed and it moves in the same spot and in the same line with the Megalon, instead of moving, they will two of them will fight. That's how Kaiju fights each other. But this is not revealed, so even if it's move here, they will not fight. So let's see where it's gonna move. It's gonna move toward the city, toward Tokyo. All right. All right. Anyway, a Megalon will get to Sapporo. It's a devastation, total devastation of Sapporo, which means Crisis will go 2 and then double the cost, the number of the towns. So 2 plus 2, that's going to be 4 when the devastation happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, since Crisis passed, this UN member, I get a new UN member at least. So people noticing that yeah, the world is burning. Megalon, it says when he destroyed the city, if Gigan is not on the map, so Gigan's gonna show up right now. And let's see where he's gonna go. Tag team. Gigan, let me find him. Here it is. So let's see where he's gonna show up. 6, that's Europe. Yeah, Europe. Okay. So that was that. Red events, keep UN resolution phase this turn. Ooh, I hope not, because no money for me. It doesn't happen. All right, let's hope for the big money. I have 5 members. I roll a 9. so only 4 resource, but not bad. Production nothing, research nothing. I do have 1 unit in recovery. It will try to recovered, and no logistic. Okay, I think sending my US Air Force to South America was a problematic decision. Should move them to Japan, to be honest. Okay, actions. I think we need to check what this is and try to attack it. That's for sure. So it's gonna spend 1 resource. Let's see what this is. Shuffle the cap. Oh, it's Godzilla moving to Tokyo. Level 4. Okay, Maser tanks will not help against that. Not my Japan self-defense. So I can't even attack him. I can't even attack him. Alright. And I don't have enough money to... Oh wait, but Godzilla have some... I think he has some special abilities. Let me find his card. Godzilla is kinda on our side sometimes. Alright, let's see. When sharing area with any other kaiju except Mothra or Anguirus anytime, Godzilla will instead of moving attack 1 revealed kaiju. Okay, so instead of moving, so he's just revealed, he's not moving yet. So he will not go toward the Tokyo, he's actually gonna attack by Violante. After a win or stalemate against other kaiju, Godzilla is removed from the strategic map and level of crisis is lowered by 1. So basically, when he fights the kaijus, he's lowered the crisis. So Godzilla is not that bad, you know. If he's alone in the sector, he will just destroy cities. But if there is another kaiju, he will attack it. If he moves, all right. And Gigan will just... I know what the Gigan do. He's just gonna call Megalon. Alright, so let's not deal with Godzilla. Godzilla is actually on our side. So let's attack Gigan, and I think I'm gonna attack it with my US Navy. So let's spend 1 resource, and I need 4 and above. I get a 1 and he get a 5, so he damages my US Navy. Now when US Navy is damaged, it goes directly back to America, which is not bad because I don't have nothing in America. Now I do have a strategic bombers here. Should I use them too? Not yet. Let's wait a bit. So I have 2 resources. I should activate one of my productions, and I'm gonna should I activate China? No, I need to activate American production. So bam, and we need to start building stuff here and then push it over Japan. Yeah, that's the strategy. All right, this will straighten up. Let's go to the next turn. Ooh, major crisis. Kaiser Ghidorah. Another major crisis. Let me check this one. Stays in play. King Ghidorah becomes Kaiser Ghidorah. So I need to flip him. I'm going to do that in the cup. So he's now Kaiser Ghidorah. Oops. Alright, let's see how this works. Kaiser Ghidorah have a new special ability. If he is in the same sector with any other kaiju, instead of moving, he will attack, basically just like a Godzilla. If there is a multiple kaijus, I can choose, so player chooses. Kaiser Ghidorah, every kaiju that loses a fight against Kaiser Ghidorah is removed from the game, and crisis increases by the level of that destroyed kaiju. Nuclear weapons can't be used against Kaiser Ghidorah. Oh boy. Okay, so Yeah. So if he comes on the map, he's gonna be a big threat. Not just for me, but for, you know, Crisis and everything. Okay. Yeah, I need to continue drawing card. Global Conspiracy. No event for this week. No event. Turn off all production on 4. Let's hope I don't roll a 5 or 6. No, productions are on. Alright, money. Three resources. No production, no research. I do have one unit that needs to recover. 5, it is recovered. US Navy is recovered. And no logistic. So my actions. Let me think. To move Navy to Japan? Yeah, let's do that. That's gonna cost me 2 resources to pay that logistic, and I have one more resource. I don't want to use strategic bombers. I might start producing something in America again. Let's do assault helicopters. Yeah, I need assault helicopters. They can deal with level 2 and 4. They're not that effective, but let's try. So it's not in Japan, so I don't have a +1 on production. So 4 and above. Yeah, it moves. And does it have a... Oh, it has a P+1, so it's gonna move again. Nice. I'm producing these assault helicopters. And that was... I had to pay for that. Alright, so I'm gonna end the video here. We'll see how this thing with Godzilla and Biollante is gonna play out if it moves. Right now I have 2 devastation on the map. I can suffer more, but Biollante is, you know, problematic. Gigan doesn't move and no other sightings, so we kind of fine for now. Have lots of UN members. I just need to roll lower than a 5, I guess. Alright, so see you next time and good luck. Goodbye.